Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of Staying Up with Pat and Jodi. We are back for a second week in a row. That's 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We broke a record.
We broke a record because we didn't take 3 months off in between shows.
No, because I'm not traveling anywhere.
Because Jodi's not traveling the world, hanging out at the beach on the East Coast and going to Broadway plays and
with my kinky boots
with
on.
the kinky boots and eating Philly cheesesteaks at 11:30 at night and it's just not.
Hey, you know what's missing?
Fair.
You know what's missing? This sucks because my stand is missing. My stand. So when
you have to hold you have to hold your phone.
Which
oh my
makes
goodness.
me look better anyway.
That's
when you
so
hold it
terrible
up
that you have
and
to
you've got
hold.
great lighting. Hey everybody, what's up? You're staying up with Pat and Jodi. If you want to see the rest of the show, because I can't hold my arm up like this all day long, you're gonna have to go over to YouTube and watch us live on YouTube. It is under Patrick Harris on YouTube. So make sure you head over there and see the show because, like I said, I've got long arms, but we got a great show for you. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with Staying Up with Pat and Jodi. There's Pat over there.
I'm posting up a notification right now that we're live. So you'll have a link on Facebook. If you follow me on Facebook, and of course you need to subscribe to the channel too, because that way we don't have to keep putting up links. You'll just get a notification that we're live. Because why would you want to miss this?
No. Why?
You
we got a great
interact.
show. Pat, we have an awesome show. I mean, we're talking Game of Thrones tonight. So if you're a Game of Thrones fan, we're going to be talking about the Game of Thrones. We're going to be talking some Trump stuff. We're going to be talking about the Cheetos restaurant that just opened up in New York City. Just lots of stuff to talk about. So you don't want to miss our show. So that's why I'm going to tell you guys on the Facebook. Hey, hey Malibu, and Malibu says hi. Me and you and Malibu are together. Come on, then you got to be watching some Staying Up with Pat and Jodi.
So do we have like 2 shows going on at once? We have a Snapchat version, and then we have the Facebook.
No, it's not Snapchat
or the YouTube. Was that? Well, was it? Facebook Live?
It's Facebook Live right now. Because last week, for some reation, I might have been like booted from Facebook Live again. Now, I know I didn't do any music, but maybe the wedding?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know. But anyway, we're going to be talking statues today, too. We're going to be talking about those Confederate statues, those damn Confederate Robert E. Lee, Dukes of Hazzard, freaking
Dukes of Hazzard
General E. Lee, Dukes of Hazzard, I don't know.
You only got one line for this whole thing.
Mayberry RFD.
You basically just finished the whole discussion because that's the only thing you have to say is General Lee.
General Lee?
That's all you have.
That's the car.
It's the car, yeah.
It's the car.
What does it have to do with the statue?
I don't know. Nancy's over here. Say hi to Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
Heather's coming back.
Well,
no, leave it open.
You can leave it open.
Yeah, because you guys...
See you later, Brandon. That's Brandon leaving.
Where is he?
Don't miss Brandon. Say hello to Brandon, everybody. How you doing?
Oh, Brandon, you're getting hearts.
Uh-oh.
Woo, Brandon's getting some hearts.
Don't tell his girlfriend he's getting hearts. They'll be upset.
Don't have her watch the show. Nancy's there all the way from New Zealand. We got New Zealand in the house. We got Seattle in the house.
I want to go to New Zealand.
We got Wildwood. I think the girls are in Wildwood. Stella and Malibu are hanging out in Wildwood tonight. That's going to be crazy. Eat some sausage and peppers for me.
Sausage and peppers
for me. And woo.
Well, and look, Charlene's smart enough. She's actually watching the YouTube feed right now.
Tell everybody.
Charlene is watching the YouTube feed because she's subscribed. Because she's smarter than you guys.
She knows we're live. And she's seeing my hand up. This is like the voodoo princess curse all over again if I can't put my hand down tomorrow. We've had more viewers watching this with my hand up than we've ever done when I've had it on the stupid cradle watching this show. What's going on, Stella, over in Wildwood? It's pretty wild in Wildwood.
Pretty wild in Wildwood.
Pretty Wildwood. Eat a caramel apple for me. Have some fudge. All right, so we got to get started with the show because I'm getting a little crazy. This morning, Pat, though, I had a great morning. Now you're
going to hold that up the whole time?
No, this morning I had a great morning.
Say goodbye to everybody on that one.
You
Bye.
say goodbye.
See you later. Go to Facebook. Or not to Facebook. Go to YouTube Live.
How do they find it?
Patrick Harris, YouTube. Go there now. If you can't find it, I don't know what to tell you. Look up Staying Up with Pat and Jodi.
All right, we're going over to YouTube.
Go over to YouTube.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
All right, so I had a very interesting morning this morning because I kicked off that's why I have a little pink in my hair. We kicked off the Making Strides for breast cancer event this morning.
Sure.
So we had about 450 people having breakfast this morning, and it was a lot of fun.
Crack of dawn.
Dude, I don't even want to tell you what time I woke up.
I know what time you woke up. It was the sun wasn't up yet.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
You woke up like when I go to the track. That's how you woke up that early.
I only do it for the Cancer Society. That is the only time I will wake my ass up early in the morning to help fight cancer. But it was a great event. Good morning. The Red Rock team was there. We held it at the Red Rock Casino in Las Vegas, and we're really, really looking forward to your support, everybody, on October 29th.
Yeah, you should be here in Vegas.
Come on
and
out.
Join us at the Red Rock Hotel and Casino. It's going to be a fantastic event. Us and 20+ thousand of our favorite best friends will be there. The energy's fantastic. We raise lots of money for cancer research.
We're hoping to get to $1 million this year.
Hoping to get to $1 million.
$1 million.
So that's our
$1 million.
$1 million.
Did you put your finger over here on your chin or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. $1 million. Anyway, Pat, lots going on. I actually researched the stories this week.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yes, you did.
So they're a little more serious this week.
Well, there's some silly stuff in there.
Are there any donuts ones this week?
No, but there is a Cheetos story in there.
I did
no
donuts. You did Cheetos. I get it.
Yeah,
so
no donuts, but Cheetos story. Oh, and I want to say, speaking, of donuts and food, I don't know why I'm bringing this up. We saw Keith today.
Yeah, how did that come up with donuts and food and
because Keith likes to eat, and he's lost a lot of weight.
Keith has lost the weight.
He lost like 20 pounds.
He's feeling better. He's feeling better. Good to see him up and about and a smile on his face again. So he's steadily improving. He's still not 100%, but he's definitely getting there.
Yep, he's getting there, folks. So Keith, we miss you, and we want to get a camera back in your hand. But it was great having lunch with you today. So, okay. So to get to my show, get to our show, there's been so much stuff.
You see how she said my show?
I know I did.
You see, that was a Freudian slip right there. She just said my show.
My show. My show's coming up soon.
The truth has come out.
My show will be airing soon. My show.
I'm just a passenger on
You've
this ride.
got your show, Cycle Sports TV, and I have my show, Spotlight, which we've never produced yet.
That's right, because you're lazy.
That's right. I'm just a lazy. I'm lazy. I'm so lazy. Like
you are.
I just want to eat Cheetos.
Eat Cheetos. We'll talk about Cheetos in a minute.
And donuts. But it's been a crazy news weekend, of course, with all this stuff, with the statues and the General Lee and Robert E. Lee.
How does the General Lee have anything to do?
I have no idea.
You're throwing a
is
car
the General
from a
Lee
TV
a car?
show.
Is it like
the
Kit?
General Lee is the car from the Dukes of Hazzard
show.
show.
I hear that's politically incorrect now too, because it's got a Confederate flag on its roof or whatever.
I know. That's kind of silly, but it's it's the South, so
it's the South. So I mean,
Terrell should be here. Terrell could talk about this because he's from the South.
And he just came back from the South.
He just came back from the South. He was in the South.
One of our fanatics. But what are we to do, Pat? What's going to go on with these Confederate statues?
Well,
I mean, are we going to put them in a museum? Are we going to drop them in a dumpster?
Here's the thing.
Is it going to be a fountain in somebody's backyard? Like, it's history.
Yeah.
Shit happened, folks. It happened.
Well, it's a little more than that, but I think a lot of it is. The South likes to hold on to their tradition and their history, good or bad, and in this case, being bad. But it's like one of the things. Yeah, is it? It's still they have a lot of historical monuments and figures that are from horrible events, and these are generals that were involved in trying to change our country into something that thankfully it didn't turn into. But you have a lot of people that they believe in that history, do we really need it public? I don't think it needs to be public, but that's my opinion. It did create a lot of controversy, and people died over it, or a person died over it. Because
and people
there's
got
some
hurt.
Angry people.
Sure.
Yeah, a lot of people were injured. That lunatic that just ran into the crowd of protesters. But I think it's just one of those things where, I told somebody earlier about this, that there is a positive that comes out of this, because you really do want to know who these lunatics are. I mean, I think I think when you deal with hate and stuff like that, I think that people are much more dangerous when we don't know who they are. When you think they're just your neighbor, or you go to work with them, or they go to school with them, and you don't realize that they believe this stuff and that they can be a possibly very dangerous person. I think it's good that whatever it is with this controversy is brought out, the reality who these people are, and we've got them all on camera now. So, I mean, I think the monuments themselves, I think, are a secondary issue. They'll figure that out. Whoever has ownership of it is going to decide what they want to do with it. If it's considered that the state or the county or the city owns it, I'm sure they're going to do whatever they want with it. But because even if somebody, even some rich racist guy, wants to put it in his backyard, they
and
may
have
not let
birds
him do it.
use it for a bird
they
bath.
can have Hitler Youth meetings around it, and things like that.
Wow.
But it was scary to think. You look at that and you go, man, you didn't realize that you really. Because I remember growing up that there was certainly that aspect of society that you had the Hitler Youth, and he's like, man, I thought that just all kind of faded away because we really didn't hear about it.
No.
So that culture and those people still around.
Everything old again
Because
is new again.
Well, and the thing is we don't think about it because, again, they've kept themselves hidden away. I prefer to have my lunatics out in the open so that I could see them. So, again, I mean, it's sad what happened. There's a lot of violence that happened, a lot of absolute stupidity.
So what do we do with these statues, though? Do they go in the Smithsonian? I mean, where do we put them?
It's not going to go into any place like that because of what it stands for. Although there are World War II Nazi relics that have been put into museums, and I think that would kind of fall into the same category.
What about like those Karl Marx?
Yeah, I mean, Lenin and, all these, not John Lennon, but the other Lenin.
What's the one that's got the head chopped off and it's over at Mandalay Bay?
Yeah, that was, I believe, Lenin. Yeah.
Oh, okay, it was a Russian thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think that was Lenin.
I don't know. I just want everybody to get along, It just...
we all just get along.
If Dukes of Hazzard would never be able to go on the air now. I mean...
No.
You couldn't put...
Although they were pretty, if you look at it, they were...
What was the name of the sheriff? Lobo?
Lobo?
What was his name? What was the sheriff's name? Sheriff Lobo? What was it? Is that...
I'm going to let you keep trying this because this is too much fun.
I have no idea. I did not obviously watch the Dukes of Hazzard. I just knew there was Daisy Duke.
Daisy Duke? Okay.
And Luke Duke.
Luke Duke, yep.
And I don't know who the other one was. Tom Wopat. Tom Wopat. He's the brunette, right? Then there was the blonde, and I forgot what his name was in real life. But Daisy Dukes, Catherine Bach.
Catherine Bach, that's right. In fact, Daisy Dukes, the shorts Daisy Dukes were actually named after her.
And then wasn't Jackie
there's
Gleason
something very
in this,
positive. No, Jackie Gleason was not in this.
Oh, am I confusing him with Smokey and the Bandit?
You're thinking of Boss Hogg, who was the, he was like the mayor of the town, the guy with the fat dude with the cigar and the white suit.
So he was on Dukes of Hazzard. But where does Jackie Gleason come in?
Jackie Gleason was in Smokey and the Bandit.
Okay. Is that politically incorrect, too?
I don't know, probably.
I have no idea. Is NASCAR politically incorrect? Somebody tell me.
That probably is too, yes.
I mean, there are a lot of country boys that drive NASCARs. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I just want everybody. I do not watch the Dukes of Hazzard, as you know.
You do not.
I just know the song. Daisy Duke. What was their song? The theme song? Did they have a theme? Did they have a theme song?
Just a good old boys.
The good old boys.
Yep.
now those guys I know from the Blues Brothers.
Yeah. They were the good old boys. This one is just part of the lyrics.
I love the good old boys in the Blues Brothers movie. Do you remember them? We're the good old boys.
Yeah.
What do you know? Rawhide. Rolling.
It's like talking to a 12-year-old child.
It really is.
Great.
That's why you're staying up with. I'm making you guys laugh as you're laying in bed tonight. Making
me laugh.
And to make you laugh even more, I just want you to know that Trump is just 6 Senate votes away from being impeached.
Yes, which means nothing.
What you mean?
Because Clinton was impeached too, and nothing happened.
Yeah, he did get impeached, didn't he?
He did, yeah, because he got impeached for lying in front of Congress.
But Nixon was impeached, and he had to go away.
No, Nixon resigned.
Oh.
He was not booted. He resigned when they found out what happened. He said, "Yeah, you caught me, so I'm leaving." But Clinton was impeached, and he was found guilty for lying in front of Congress. But they still didn't do anything. They realized that he lied about his relationship with Monica Lewinsky and all the other women. And yeah. So it's like again, it's. A lot. I wish they would focus more on getting shit done than attacking everybody. Because as long as we fight each other, we're not going to get anything done. This is really a really dark show today. I mean, usually we have
I
fun.
started out.
It's so much
fun,
less fun. Why we're not letting you pick the stories anymore because you're not fun today.
But no, I am fun today.
Are we going to have something about like dead babies next or something?
No,
what
we are. No, what are you going to be doing on Monday?
What am I going to be doing on Monday?
Besides going to Krispy Kreme and having one of those donuts, because I know that's where I'm going.
You're going to get one of those chocolate
those
Eclipse donuts.
Solar
Eclipse donuts. Yeah,
but
solar eclipse donuts.
Everybody's got solar eclipse fever.
Yeah.
Fever.
Well, it's only happened. The last time it happened was 100 years ago.
Are you sure? Because some guy said it happened in 1962.
Not a total eclipse. No.
Are we seeing a total eclipse this time?
Not here. There is a parts of the country that will see it. If you look, there are maps that will show you.
Yeah.
There's a narrow swath of that. Literally, the sun will be blocked completely by the moon.
So what are we like here in Nevada?
75%.
Oh, we get 75%?
75%. So it's going to get very dark.
Well,
and it's only going to be for a few minutes.
At what time of the day does it get very dark here? Do you recall?
I don't know.
The kids in the
control
room can tell us.
Does it say here, teacher school?
No. It doesn't say. But in Los, just people have total eclipse.
I think
fever.
you can look that up and see what time the eclipse is going to happen.
In Las Vegas.
Selling. The people who've been making out are the people who are selling these eclipse glasses.
Oh
and there's
my
even
God.
been people
and some
online
of them are
selling.
Bad.
And some,
they're bad.
Yeah, some of them are bullshit. They're like
they're going to make you blind. People.
They stole a bunch of 3D glasses out of the bin at Brendan Theaters, and they're selling them as eclipse glasses. And then there's going to be a bunch of blind people after this. So
I honestly think that we're going to hear about a lot of blind people because over here the teachers are afraid that kids are going to look up at the sun. So the teachers are keeping kids. Obviously, the eclipse must happen when kids are in school. Because
I guess so. Yeah.
It says in this news report that I'm pointing out to Pat over here that teachers are going to put leave their kids in the classroom, and maybe they'll have the windows open.
Probably watch it on a news report or something like that.
Yeah, they're saying watch it on TV.
I remember when I was a kid, because we had a couple of partial eclipses when I was a kid, is the way that they told you to watch it, in a sense, is you just took a piece of cardboard and you poke a hole in the cardboard, and when the sun goes through the hole, as the sun starts to get covered up, you'll actually see it happening live. Based on the circle that's coming through the
and
light
did it
that's
work?
coming through the it worked.
I don't remember.
I was a little kid, so
the only thing I remember
was like,
about being a kid,
1912 or something.
1912. The only thing I remember about being a kid in school with all this stuff is like hiding under the desk. Remember
for an eclipse?
I don't know.
You hid under the desk for an eclipse?
It was like duck and cover. There would be like, woo, woo, woo.
Are you sure you're remembering this right?
I remember hiding under the desk when I was a kid.
Get under your desk.
The Nazis were coming. I have no idea. The redcoats were coming.
I think you're kind of mixing up the...
It's one of...
Why did we get under the desk when we were kids?
I probably took some Alpha Brain.
Why did we...
They got to be having a ball with this if anybody's watching on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, Morgan's back on. I haven't even paid attention.
Morgan's on. It's going like total eclipse and redcoats and the Confederates. Like, what's going on? No, but yeah, kids are going to be staying in school. Donuts are going to be turning from white glazed to dark glazed.
Chocolate glazed. So
we
all got. You better get in line quick, because I'm telling you, there's going to be a line at every Krispy Kreme.
Oh, I'm going.
They're going to sell out. They're making some bucks off this eclipse.
I'm so going.
I just know that
whoever's working that day in the office, come in on Monday.
We're going to have some. We're going to have
some
solar eclipse donuts in the office. We're buying a dozen.
But you
at
know
least
what?
a dozen.
But there were also, like you said, you were talking about the glasses and people making profits. Well, some of these parks where you can park your car, they're charging people like I saw on the internet $500.
Yeah, hopefully they'll get in trouble for that.
To park your car so you can see. What idiot is going to pay $500
to park in a public space?
To park your car,
especially since that's illegal.
For $500,
it's illegal.
I better get one of those Krispy Kreme donuts, and you better clean my car if I'm going to watch the solar eclipse.
They better do more than that for $500.
Hey now.
Yeah, hey now.
Hey now.
$500.
How you do it?
That better be the best solar eclipse ever.
That's some kind
$500.
I see a full moon.
Well, there better be a full. That's right.
You're gonna go over for moons over Miami.
Moons over Miami.
See, if Denny's was smart, Denny's would have a moons over Miami solar eclipse special.
They'll have some. They need to have like a solar eclipse.
God.
Yeah.
Right, because moons, solar.
Sunny side up. I don't know.
Yeah, sunny side up. That's what I'm talking about. So I guess in Oregon, right? Pronounce it Oregon?
Something like that.
Something like that. They're going to be. They're probably going to get like the best view of the solar eclipse.
It actually crosses kind of the U.S. at like a little bit of an angle, and they show there's a map that you can go online and see, and it shows where you get a total eclipse, and then as it kind of fades away as you get further south and north of this area.
I guess I'm going to have to play Total Eclipse of the Heart this weekend.
Just keep playing it over and over again.
Total Eclipse.
You don't have to sing it though, do you?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Not really.
I'm glad.
But okay, so just make sure, people, that Pat and I would like to make sure that you please buy the right glasses.
Yeah,
if you're
don't wear
look
3D glasses from the local theater. Don't go see Wonder Woman in 3D and keep the glasses and think that those are going to work to watch the solar eclipse.
Because next week on Staying Up with Pat and Jodi, we'll talk about the jerks that went blind.
We'll talk about all the blind people that there are now running around the country.
Because that's going to make a story.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I really don't care. I'll watch it on TV. I know I'm going to see it because it's all of a sudden it's going to get really dark.
I bought my glasses on Craigslist and they didn't work.
I know. I got them from a guy on the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, bought them out of a trunk of a car at 7-Eleven. Who'd have thunk they wouldn't have worked?
I got them at Krispy Kreme Donuts, and they also said I could look up at the sky with my donut hole.
I said, look, Mom, they got solar eclipse glasses for just $1.
And look, they're in the shape of 2 round chocolate donuts. Yeah. Wow. Golly. Oh, we're going south.
So we're going way south. I think we're in a southern theme.
Well, we could do it in New York. Yo, they got 2 donuts. You know what I mean?
Give me some of them glasses over there.
I'll take 2 of those chocolate
2 of those glasses, 2 of those chocolate glaze.
And if I put a little cellophane over it, look up to the sun, will it melt? I want to know. Hey, yo, hey.
Hey, you grew up with those people, so
I know.
You know.
And you know what was so funny? Today I met a woman at the cancer walk.
Yeah.
And we're talking, and she's from San Diego, and she wants us to come down and do her cancer walk in San Diego.
Ooh.
I'm like, hey, now pay for the airfare and the hotel. We're there, but
we can drive.
Yeah. Well, anyway, long story short, we're having a conversation. She's like, "You're from New York, right?"
New York.
And I'm like, why? She goes, well, I couldn't tell because certain words you said were normal, and then certain words came out like walk, and it was very New York. And I'm like, yeah, I have New York moments.
Yeah, and when you come back from New York, you have more New York moments. So
last week's show was amazing. It was all about New York. But speaking of shows, we're going to go a little Game of Thrones on you. We're not going to do a spoiler.
No.
Because I don't want to do that to you, because I don't have to do it.
And if you didn't watch the last show by now, last episode, shame. I don't have a bell. We need to get a bell.
We need a bell for next week's show.
Shame.
We have a bell in the hallway.
I know.
Shame.
But that's like a ding. Shame.
Jesse's
ding.
bell.
That wouldn't be as good.
Jesse's bell.
I got sound effects somewhere of that.
Yeah,
I should have just had them
shame
ready.
on you if you didn't see Game of Thrones, because you can't call yourself a diehard. This is the conversation, Pat. You can't be a diehard fan. Oh, I'm a diehard fan. I love them, and then you don't see the show.
Yeah, don't spoil it. It's like the show aired a week ago or 5 days ago, and you haven't watched it. That's your own fault.
Yeah, that's your own fault.
Stay off social media. Don't watch shows.
But I don't have to spoil it for them, Pat,
no.
because HBO did a great job themselves.
And after they got hacked and they were worried about hackers letting out the information and spoilers about the new shows, Game of Thrones, HBO went and done it themselves. Apparently it was in Spain.
Yeah, they released, I guess, the wrong version of the show, and it went live. It went live. Now
they just aired the whole thing.
They aired the whole. We're in season 7, and it was show number 6. Next week,
Death is the enemy.
Next week, show 7 is the season finale. And according to Pat, who's read it somewhere, you've read that quite possibly we're not going to see a new Game of Thrones show until 2019.
Yeah, they're gonna make us wait a year and a half again.
Come on, people.
They're gonna make us wait a year and a half. But you have to understand.
2019.
You have to understand these shows cost like anywhere from 10 to 20 plus million an episode to produce because of especially all the CG. But now, especially these episodes with the dragons and the White Walkers and. They get very, very expensive to produce.
So there were people. I saw a guy on Instagram Live, and Insta Story, I should say, and he was actually showing himself watching it. So I don't know how he got. I guess the internet.
Well, and it says basically that the episode scheduled to air August 20th was available to Nordic and Spanish subscribers for about an hour before being removed.
Well, the show
copies
was an
of the
hour.
episode, yeah, copies of the episode reportedly were available online later, according to the Associated Press. HBO Europe spokesman Tim Nielsen, well, I wonder if he's related to the other Nielsen company, confirmed the incident. We have learned the upcoming episode of Game of Thrones was accidentally posted for a brief time, like the entire episode. 1 hour is the entire episode. That's not a brief time.
And it's probably going to be the best episode of the season, because the episode that is always before any sort of finale usually is like one of the best episodes ever. And from what I read and heard, it is.
So, and this has been a great season anyway. So, but so basically we didn't have to worry about the hackers releasing all. So now there's a bunch of spoilers. If you want the spoilers, go on there and go on the internet. They're all over the place. The hackers threatened to release a bunch, and then HBO just did it themselves. What the hell? Why not? You know, they figured there's not that many people in Spain and in their Nordic.
They're still going to get the viewers, trust me.
Yeah.
People are going to see it again. What I thought is interesting is being an actor on that show has to be interesting. Because let's say you were in season 1. Now we're up to season 7.
Yeah.
And we saw you, for example, rowing off in a boat.
Yeah.
You've been gone for like, what, 6 seasons?
6 years, yeah.
And now you come back. That's amazing.
Well, one of the characters just returned this last episode. Was gone.
King Robert's bastard son.
Yeah, Robert Baratheon's bastard son, who the Red Witch tried to kill, and he's been gone for like 3 years now.
So
he got sent off in a boat, you know.
So this actor has this great. I wonder if he gets. Does he get a paycheck?
I just like the fact that you see like characters like Brandon Stark, who was the little kid who got pushed off the ledge there by Jamie Lannister, because he saw the two of them, the brother and sister, doing things they weren't supposed to. He was a little kid. Now he's like 6 foot tall. And you know he's gonna have a beard by the time we see the next episode.
I'm sure
he's gonna have like a full beard.
I love the Raven thing though. When he sent the Ravens to see the White Walkers, that was very cool.
Very cool.
But when are we gonna find out that when he's gonna tell John?
First of all,
that the Dragon Queen and him are related.
Well, that's probably gonna be like one of the cliffhangers for the last episode.
And the Nugget we got the Nugget. When Sam Sam guy
Tarly,
was in the becoming a Meister.
Yes, Maester.
And Maester and his girlfriend.
Meister is somebody who's cheap.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Meister.
he is. I don't know. Maybe he's a Meister of a Meister.
And the girl. Okay, if you fans are watching, there was a nugget dropped. And the nugget was about an annulment. If you heard the line about the annulment, there was a guy named Rhaegar got an annulment from his wife so he could marry somebody in Dorne.
Yes.
Which means that Jon Snow is not a bastard.
It's very likely that he is actually the next in line.
And he came face to face with the dragon last week.
And the dragon went, "Hey, what's up, dude?"
And he got to pet.
He got to pet the dragon. He just went up and said, "Hey,
Ooh,
I like you."
Work out of my arms, man. Woo.
Yeah. So apparently the dragon thought he was cool, and that was kind of shocked the Dragon Queen a bit when she saw him.
Well, now she's getting like really all hot and bothered. She's like, "Hey, he's not only cute, he can rock a man bun, that's
your nephew there. Chill out."
She doesn't know yet.
But then again, you got brother and sister doing it, so I guess here they don't care about if they're related or not.
I don't think we're going to see that. Honestly, I don't think we're going to see it. I think it's going to get to the point where it could happen. But I think they're both morally. They're not like Jaime and Cersei. No. I think that they're two morally good people that are going to be like,
that are still willing to kill thousands of people if they get in their way. But that's good. That's the way the show works. You know, if we don't have that, if we don't
what do you have? All you need is love.
All you need is love.
ABC is going to be bringing back an old favorite show. And it's going to be an actual live action show. They've already ordered the pilot, and it's based on the Jetsons.
Wow. So live action of the Jetsons, I don't know. That's going to be a little weird. I could see that really going downhill quickly. If you get some good people on there, it might be able to, but God, the Jetsons.
Well, I don't think the series, which will be set 100 years in the future. So looks at America's favorite future family through a modern filter. There's been no casting yet. So if you're an actor out there and you're getting variety,
so I might be able to get a role.
You could probably get a role as Mr. Spacely.
No, I have too much hair to be Mr. Spacely.
Right, Mr. Spacely? Is that
Mr.
the boss?
Spacely was bald with a comb over, so.
Well, you're not going to be George. You could be Astro.
I'm going to be Astro. I'm going to be Astro in a suit. I'm going to play Astro in a suit. That's what I'm going to do. Astro.
I know a dude whose name was Astrix.
Well, that was his nickname, yeah. But
what is an ass trick anyway? Is that a trick you do with your ass?
I guess so. Yeah. We'll discuss that on a different show.
I guess.
It's on the.
That's the adult show.
That's the adult. This is, yeah.
Like this isn't.
Like this is a kid show. Yeah. Rated G.
Hey, this show was meant for people who can't sleep at night.
That's true.
Put on your headphones. This is not like, we're not trying to be politically correct. Obviously.
That's true.
We're just two people putting on a podcast. To make you laugh late at night. If you're an insomniac like somebody I know over here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And you're laying in bed and you can't sleep, then our show is the cure. It will put you right to sleep.
It will put you right to sleep.
Boom.
You'll never hear the end of the show because you will be snoring
or we could be keeping you up all night because you don't know what's going to come out of our mouth and what story we're going to talk about next.
That's true too.
Like this. Oh my God, this is a good one. I was shuffling things around. Okay, how many times have you all put your iPhone? You got iTunes, right? And you want to play a song.
I don't have an iPhone.
I know you don't, but there are a lot of people that do. They made a lot of money, Pat. Apple made a lot of money. How many times when you put your phone in, like maybe your car or something like that, it goes to like your first A song?
Yeah, so it starts alphabetically.
So like if you
didn't have it on shuffle.
Yeah, if you have Amore or what, I don't even know what A song I would have. Well, for 99 cents. This is the gimmick that I wish the audio students that are helping us in the next room with our podcast,
could have produced this song.
They could be millionaires. They should have. You three should have thought of this.
That's right.
There is song that is in the top 50 on iTunes called A, very good song.
Yeah.
It costs 99 cents.
99 cents.
It's one of the top hits. Look it up, folks. I can't make this stuff up. And it's dead air.
10 minutes of dead air.
10 minutes of dead air. So that way, when you do plug in your phone in your car or whatever, when you go to that very first A song, you're not going to get blasted with whatever the A song that you
want to be able to talk to your partner. You want to be able to talk to the people in your car with you. Make sure you start with this song because then you got 10 minutes of nothing before the next song comes.
Brilliant.
So you paid. So these people are making buttloads of money. To basically just have a 10-minute file of nothing. Static. Not even static, I don't think.
Our 3-star pupils in the next room
could have recorded that.
Could have did that.
No problem.
They could be making bank right now.
That's right.
They would have paid for their entire college education.
That's right.
See, they're shaking their heads going, damn.
Oh, damn it. Why didn't I think of that?
We missed the boat. Okay, so here's a really crazy story because you know I love a good crazy story. The woman who lost her diamond ring, her engagement ring. This woman lost her engagement ring 13 years ago while she was weeding in her garden. 13 years later, she's pulling out carrots out of the garden. And what is wrapped around a carrot? The engagement ring.
In fact, it grew around the ring, so it looked like a finger that's swole up, and it was like, and then they just broke it open, and there's the ring that's been missing for 13 years. I don't think she found it though. I think her daughter found it.
Talk about
her daughter-in-law found it.
Her daughter-in-law found it.
Oh, want to talk about great points you get for the daughter-in-law finding that? Hey,
Mom,
look what
guess what I found.
And the ring was has been in the family. What is it said here? The farm has been in the family for 105 years.
Yep.
Wow.
You want to talk about 24 karat gold?
24 karat. Yeah, that's
24 karat. It's a 22 karat
Yeah, 24K. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, 24 karat gold story there. So that's nice. So if you're weeding, don't wear your jewelry.
Yeah, don't wear your jewelry if you're weeding.
Also, here in Las Vegas, Pat, I've got an OJ story.
No way.
OJ. I think I see OJ.
That's right.
I think I see OJ. So the Ford Bronco from OJ Simpson's infamous low-speed chase in 1994 on LA's freeway will be featured in the next episode of the History Channel's Pawn Stars. The show star Rick Harrison told Fox Business that he was a little skittish, but realized it is the most infamous car in American history.
Yeah, no kidding. It's got to be there, and it's changed hands a few times, but. It's only, I think when they were doing a story about it the other day, it's only been driven like 30 miles or something like that since it was put into evidence.
Well, OJ's, the owner of the Bronco is Simpson's former sports agent, Mike Gilbert. So he called the Pawn Stars and he wanted to know if they would buy it. So they said, yeah, we'd buy it if we could make a deal. Well, but let's put it on the show. So there were a lot of problems with the car. When you start having customers who buy, buy for $500,000 or more, you can't have that. So it's going to get a really rarefied era. Then you have to slice off a big chunk of those who wouldn't even own this car in a million years. So it's interesting economics. But basically,
it's one of those vehicles that the right person will pay a lot of money for,
sure.
And everybody else wants nothing to do with it.
And Chumlee, is that the dude's name? Chumlee was out there also took a test drive with it. And they actually drove it at a 35 mile per hour on our freeway, and Chumlee was in the back seat. So be prepared, folks, to see O.J. Simpson's white Bronco.
And here's the only thing that kind of I got to call BS on this, because Pawn Stars, none of the people that go in there with interesting stuff just walk into that store with interesting stuff. They're all set up by the producers. So they're all just there for the episode. They say, hey, let's do this. And because all of a sudden they'll have a rare guitar, and then within minutes they'll be able to contact the expert that can verify this rare guitar. They don't.
You mean the expert's not just sitting there by their phone waiting for that phone call?
Yeah, exactly. So no, that's all BS. And we've had a couple people we know that have put stuff on the show. And it's all prearranged. So I really don't think I don't think he's trying to sell it to him. I think he's trying to get publicity so he can find a buyer for it.
Well, he's
not going to take wholesale for that thing. He's been storing it for 20 plus years. He's a sports
guy you're talking about, OJ's guy that has the car. Yeah, well, OJ's getting out now. When does he get out? In February, or does he get out in October?
October.
He gets out in October. So maybe the show that they filmed is going to air in October in conjunction with OJ.
OJ being
maybe
released.
You know what? This would be great. OJ's getting out of prison, right? He's here in Nevada. Why doesn't he just go over to the Pawn Stars and buy his old car back?
Yeah, I'm sure that's
going to
happen.
Then he could drive it down to Florida.
I don't think that there's any
wouldn't that be crazy,
emotional connection
that's some crazy
to that
shit
vehicle
right
to him.
There, I'll tell you that.
I'm sure that's a part of his life that he doesn't want to remember.
Just like he's out there looking for the real killer, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's still looking.
He's still looking. Well, maybe he should go to New York, because they just opened in Manhattan. He could go look for the real killer in New York, and then he can go to the brand new restaurant. I can't make this up. I did not see this when I was in New York. It only was up for 3 days. So it was a 3-day pop-up restaurant devoted to Cheetos. Yes, Cheetos. Opened in Manhattan, and they were book solid. You couldn't get in. The dinners ran from $8 to $22 for such creations as Cheetos meatballs, Cheetos crusted fried pickles, Cheetos tacos, mac and Cheetos, and even a Cheetos cheesecake. The restaurant was called, wait for it,
Heart Attack?
The Spotted Cheetah.
Ah, okay. I thought maybe.
I totally see a Spotted Cheetah coming to Vegas.
Possibly, yeah, here, because you have the place downtown that the Heart Attack Grill.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Morgan filled us in here that the show aired on Monday that we're talking about, and the guy was asking for $1.3 million.
Oh my God!
So yeah, he's asking for. I got to wonder how much he actually paid
Thank you,
for
Morgan.
it. He probably paid probably just to get it out of evidence.
So
or
did
something.
anybody? I wonder if anybody bought it.
Yeah, who knows?
You know
who knows?
Oh, you
and
know.
Here's the thing too: the person that does buy it
I
will
know somebody
probably
would
want
buy
to
it.
stay. Would probably want to stay.
Okay, I'm going to
anonymous.
take Pat. I'm going to take Pat.
Okay,
Pat.
you do whatever you
Pat,
want to
I
do
have
over
a
there.
flashback for you.
A flashback.
Okay, if this guy could afford it, he would have totally bought it. Okay, think back to California.
Okay.
Think back to Lawndale.
Lawndale.
Think back
Yeah.
to our cable access days when we did TV shows.
Tyrone.
No, think back to Wispy Hands. The dude, remember the dude who bought John Wayne Gacy pictures?
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that guy?
That guy was weird.
You remember the dude
Yeah,
who visited
yeah,
Charles
yeah.
Manson in prison?
Yeah.
Do you remember that kid?
Oh, my goodness,
His name
yeah.
was Steve. I could just say the first name.
yeah,
I don't even
Steve.
remember his
Yeah,
last
yeah.
name. But you remember?
Yeah,
I
that was
remember
a weird
Tyrone
dude.
used to call him a Wispy,
Wispy
Hands.
Hands.
Yes.
Wispy Hands. Yeah, that was a weird dude. It's like, but he had a lot of like paraphernalia of from like events that were just horrific. So,
Absolutely.
maybe he'll buy one of those statues
I guess so.
from South
if he's
Carolina.
still alive. I mean,
Yeah.
he remember he wrote like he was John Wayne Gacy's pen pal or something.
Yeah, it was
And
very,
he showed us like a
very
clown
weird.
picture. It was the
Very
weirdest.
weird dude.
It was
yeah.
really.
And he was proud of it too. He was like, "Hey,
Hey, he had his own. He had his own
Wispy
TV
Hands.
show. Yeah, he had his own TV show.
Yeah, I'm a creep." Was I think it was
I'm a
called.
creep. Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers.
Here's my picture with John Wayne Gacy, and I went to visit Charlie
Don't lock
Manson.
me up, bro.
Don't lock me up, bro. Oh my God, you just reminded me of Live PD, the best show on television. It's not even on my script today. Live PD.
Live PD,
Don't
your favorite
miss it, folks.
show.
It is my absolute favorite. I'm gonna
It's
be. I'm
basically
pissed.
just cops that with a live element, and you got to wonder how live it is because they still are able to beep out stuff. So I think there's a serious delay on these stories. I think they get them and then
They're live though. That dude, it looks
I
like
think
Adam
they're
Frazier
kind
is
of,
live.
sort of.
He's live in the.
I think they're kind of sort of live. I think they're probably
Oh my God!
delayed
What
by
was
a
that
certain amount of time.
officer? The cute one? Oh my God! Now I'm having a
The female officer.
Yeah, she was on-
Right.
Officer Wright.
Officer Wright.
Oh my God! Was
She's
she
just
beautiful?
right, yeah, and tough too. A little
Oh my
5'5"
God.
and was kicking ass. Took down
Shoot! Last week
two
she
white trash people at once.
and pit bulls.
Oh yeah,
By
Well,
herself.
the pit bulls didn't seem to care
But
about
this
her.
live PD, I am totally fascinated with live PD right now. You have no idea. Like I have to watch live
It's
PD.
a sickness.
And what's
It
going
is
on?
a
I just want to
sickness.
know if you live in South Carolina, what the hell is going on in South Carolina? You guys need your own live PD.
But the thing is, that's any major city. They all have areas like that.
No, it's
Every
always we
major
always
city.
go to the.
But
what
those are
was
the
inn?
areas
The
that they work in.
Palomino Inn.
The Palomino Inn, the
Palo-
Blue Door,
the Blue-
Palomino Inn.
Oh my
There's
God! And
always
the
something going on.
Obama gas station.
Gas station again, where it was just like always something exciting going on.
Oh my! And when they
and
go,
they cut back to, we've been back here several times. You're like, oh boy.
this is gonna be great.
Oh my
Remember the
goodness.
girls? They stopped the girls this last week.
Because they were hanging out in the parking lot of a
Of the
motel, the
Palomino
Palomino, and there's always drug deals and prostitution going on. So he asked for their IDs and noticed that there were
You gotta watch
bags
his show,
and bags
people.
and bags and bags of Dillard's clothing with the tags, the security tags still on them, and the bags were everywhere.
Oh my God!
So like, no, we're just here. It's my birthday. I'm like, yeah.
And you're celebrating your birthday at the Blue Door Motel.
The one girl threw the other girl totally under the bus because
great.
she said she had some clothes in her bag. She goes, well, where did you get these? They're in your purse. She said, well, I bought them from. Who'd you buy them? And she just kind of used the eye thing and looked over at her friend on the other side. I think she was throwing her friend under the bus who actually
Oh my
got
God.
all the clothes.
Best show on TV. Seriously, you guys, Friday nights and Saturday nights, A&E, watch this live PD.
If you like-
it will not disappoint you.
If you like watching car wrecks sort of stuff, like just total tragic, yeah, this is
Remember
perfect
the
for
girl, this one girl, she was just drunk laying on the floor.
Oh,
and
my
she
goodness.
was flirting
She passed out.
with the cop.
Yeah, she told him he was hot first, and then she basically said, as she's laying on the floor and she's reaching for him, that she wanted to play with his penis. and he
his
said, no,
partner-
you can't play with. And his partner had to turn his face away because he just lost it. He was
Oh my
laughing so hard that he
God.
had to turn his face away from the camera.
My-
Because he's trying to act like he's professional here, but I don't know how you don't laugh with that. I just don't know how.
I don't know. No, that and when the drunk girl, when he asked, like the police asked this one girl, he said, so what's your name? She went, Obama. He goes, no, honey, what's your name? Obama. What day is it? Obama. What month is it? Obama. When's your birthday? Obama. I mean, I can't make this stuff up. These people are. She was so high. It was. Oh my God!
I think she was just looking at the sign that said Obama and just reading the sign every time.
She might have been at the Obama gas station. I don't think she was. Gas station, but if you really want to enjoy your live PD, I'm going to tell you, go on Twitter at the same time you're watching live PD, and do look up the hashtag.
The comments are very interesting.
The comments are priceless. So you're watching the show and you're watching people with the hashtag live PD. Best hour. If you're feeling bad, you're feeling down, whatever, watch this. It'll put a smile on your face. Or you'll just shake your head.
Or it'll just make you lose faith in humanity altogether. One of the two. I'm not sure.
I've never seen this. I work on Friday and Saturday nights.
We have several police officers that are friends, and we look at that and go, is that what they have to deal with every day? Oh, my God.
It is.
There are just some, there are some real stupid people out there.
How are we on time?
We're at 45 minutes.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'll wrap it up with, So again, folks, watch us live PD. I'll wrap it up with this next one. So this happened today in New York. The New York State Court System's longtime communications chief was fired Thursday after he told a reporter that he barely, in quotes, went to work at his $166,000 a year job.
Wow.
So his firing came a day after the New York Post reportedly unwittingly dialed a reporter's voicemail. So the guy, dialed a reporter's voicemail, and it captured him conversing with somebody else and acknowledging that he was slouching off at the office. I'm not doing anything, quote, I'm not doing anything. I barely show up for work. So,
wow.
Yes.
Busted. $166,000 a year job, which, if he's in New York City, gets you a one-bedroom apartment and no car. So that sounds exciting, but...
in Vegas, it'll get you a really big house.
Oh, yeah, to get you a nice place here. But in New York, that gets you a non-doorman one-bedroom apartment, and you get to eat out once a week. Yeah, and you have roommates.
And you have roommates.
Yeah, and you sleep in the loft.
Been there, done. But you've done that.
Oh yeah, I've done that. I was staying with your buddies over there. Let me tell you, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about over here.
How you doing?
How you doing? hey, yo, how you doing?
And speaking of how you doing, SummerSlam this weekend.
That's right.
And it's happening. Yep, I will be watching SummerSlam on Sunday. Thank God SummerSlam is on Sunday and not on Saturday, because I'd be torn between live PD and SummerSlam.
No, you just record one of them.
I'd probably record.
You'd watch both. You'd record one and yeah.
I'd watch live PD.
Yeah, yeah.
And I want to thank my sister Michelle for hooking me up with live PD.
It's like a drug dealer.
One weekend.
It's like a drug dealer giving you that free sample of heroin is what she did. It's like exactly what it is.
The WWE Network.
Yes, WWE Network.
Well, not live PD is not on the WWE Network, but SummerSlam will be on.
And Jodi does have a WWE Network, and she does watch all the pay-per-views. Yes. And yeah, for $10 a month. So it's actually a good deal. If you're a fan, it's a great deal.
Oh, you see everything, yeah.
It's a really good deal. And you get to see a lot of content you don't get to see anywhere else. I mean,
I love
WWE they're really been the leader with streaming content.
WWE just rocks it in everything they do, from their social media.
They hire great people, and they're tough to work for, but you got to know your shit. You got to be at the top of your game, or you don't work for them. Just plain and simple. But they get stuff done. I mean, they really do get stuff done. And that's why they're worth over $1 billion.
And that's why we're going to head out and get some stuff done right now.
We are?
Yes,
no, we're not.
I know. How's our viewers over there on YouTube land?
We have 3 people watching.
Okay. Well, can they watch us afterwards, too?
They can watch the rerun.
Remember, this is staying up with Pat and Jodi.
This is going to be available on demand.
On demand.
After the show is over. It just has to sit there and process.
For $9.99 or
no, for free.
For free.
It's absolutely free. The show is free. So if you want to watch this later, and just because you loved it so much, you just have to watch it over and over again, which I understand.
Or if you want to say, I just can't believe she said that, and you want to rewind it, then it's great.
And what the hell? She doesn't know what the General Lee is. Yeah, we'll have
General Robert E. Lee.
There you go. That's different than the General Lee.
What's the difference? Robert E. Lee.
What's the difference between General Robert E. Lee and the General Lee?
Did they name the General Lee after Robert E. Lee? So we leave out the letter E. Ooh, big deal.
One is a car, and the other one was
I'm a chick. We didn't watch. Maybe I can't speak for all the other girls
Did you
out
have
there.
history in school?
Yes.
Okay, so you know who Robert E. Lee.
He was
General
he was
Robert
a
E. Lee
general in the Civil War.
Yes.
Are we going to take an IQ test next week? Why don't we play History Jeopardy next week? That would be great. You can come up with questions for
I
me.
will. I'm going to come up with history questions.
People can see how stupid I am.
Goodness. I don't know if you want people to know that.
No, I don't care. I'm going to hide. Hey, I play Jeopardy every morning on my little Alexa.
So just make sure, folks, subscribe to the channel. That way you get the notifications. That's the best thing. Patrick Harris on YouTube, or just look up Staying Up with Pat and Jodi. It's on the Patrick Harris channel.
Wow, you got your own channel?
I got my own channel.
You bitched about me having my own show. You got your own channel?
I got my own channel
because... How did this happen?
You know how? Because I know how to put up a channel. That's why. Because you don't know how to do it, and I do.
True.
So that's why. Because I know how to do it.
It's true.
And that's it.
It's
so make sure to subscribe
true.
to the channel. Tell your friends, so that we have thousands of responses, and we have to hire somebody just to sit here and type responses and pretend that they're us, and they'll be just off camera. And we'll do that, right?
One day.
Our social media person.
We can only hope.
We can only hope.
We can only hope.
That's right. There are millions of viewers. Yeah, millions. We'll crash.
We don't know who's watching us.
I have no idea. Actually, I can see on here. But
but later on we don't know.
I know.
Who's watching us.
You never know.
You never know. Podcast One could be on here right now. Vince McMahon could be watching us.
I don't think so. But yeah. So thanks for watching us. Thanks for listening to us. And of course, don't forget to tune in next week.
When I take a history test.
See you then.
Bye.